In Traverse City turns into a young woman's fight to stay alive.
Emily lived through a crash that could have killed her. Instead, it left her with a traumatic brain injury.
It was an injury so severe her family was told she could be in a vegetative state for life. But months after the crash, she is reclaiming the future she nearly lost. 7
Action News reporter Malcolm Maddox shares the devastating call the family got that took their breath away.
You know, the fact that she and her fiance survived this crash is amazing, but to recover from the type of injury she was left with just might be a miracle.
The picture that they presented at Munson was horrific. No mother wants to hear that.
Especially considering what the future held. Emily Falcione's dreams were all within reach. She was months away from her degree, and she had just met the man of her dreams.
They're just a cute couple. What can I say? They complement each other.
Emily was studying to be a nurse, and her fiancé, a clinical laboratory scientist.
Emily had been working really hard. She's in the 13-month program at Detroit Mercy, and really there's no breaks. And Justin works all the time. He works, as much as he can.
In mid-August, Emily and Justin decided to treat themselves to a long weekend in Traverse City, a little R&R on the beach. Emily's mother, Kim, was expecting an update when the phone rang.
A gentleman's voice was on there. He said, "Is this Emily Falcione's mom?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "This is the Traverse City Police Department."
Emily and Justin were just involved in a catastrophic accident. Their car was T-boned as they were leaving the beach. Kim rushed to Traverse City to hear the grim news.
She said, "When I examined her, I do not see much. I see a person that maybe in a year, with a lot of therapy and rehab to be able to dress herself, be continent of her bowel and bladder, possibly, to probably never will be able to live on her own." I literally stopped breathing.
Emily was placed in a medically induced coma. Meanwhile, her fiancé Justin was just down the hall, also on life support.
He's got a chest tube, he's got a ruptured bladder, he's got a pelvis that's fractured in 3 places.
But he was conscious, and he wanted to know what happened to Emily.
They said she has a brain injury, a traumatic brain injury, they're calling it, and we don't know what Emily has.
After awaking from her coma, the extent of her injuries became a little more clear. They weren't as bad as originally thought, but they certainly weren't good.
She actually thought, when I asked her age, she was 8 years old. I said, "How old are you, Emily?" She said, 8. And I said, "No, Emily, you're 27.
To this day, Emily has no recollection of that time period. Weeks later, she was transferred to the DMC's Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan.
The prognosis we were given was a poor prognosis, a patient who would likely not be ambulatory. And I remember that day after I examined Emily for the first time, I turned and looked at her mother and told her that she'll finish nursing school, she'll walk on her wedding day.
But Dr. Peter Guma also made it clear it would not be easy.
And it is boot camp here, but it's a good boot camp. And they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this."
They got amazing results.
3 weeks ago, I went back to school, and I am finishing my last semester of nursing school, and I will be done on February 26th.
And in less than 6 months after a traumatic brain injury.
This place changed my life in a great way. They helped me reclaim the life that I did have, and I wouldn't be where I am today without the medical team and all of the people that are here at the Rehabilitation Institute.
Emily and her fiancé Justin, they have both made miraculous recoveries, and they're getting married this summer. Gotta love a happy ending. Back to you.
Wow, certainly was a miracle. She's going to inspire so many people, and she'll be able to help with her nursing degree,
Yeah. When I'm with rehab with my granddaughter, it's just amazing how hard people work to get through those injuries.
Over and over and over again. Yes, indeed.